He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this...
Coming out aggressively. He's got it down the left. He's off to the races. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying. I tell you what, you always put these in practice, and you always practice them, but you got to have that feel and that timing of when to call it. Perfect timing, rewarded with a touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Tennessee's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk. You want to see them back it up on the field.
Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to run it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll go to the counter play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give to the single back. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run for it on 4th down. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. First down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2nd down coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Tennessee, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off.
Number 17. Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Now he's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Dropping back, it's Howard. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Vols will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers later.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Caught near the sticks. It's Harvey. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Past the 40. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of me, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the bridge. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Waiting to sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on second down. The lone back's got it. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCown. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Vols send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to go up top on first down. Steps away. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that stand...